Okay, let's look at the nutritional guidelines. So what's really important here is that you just stay on the list. It's not so important how much you eat of what, or when you eat it, or what you food combine with. What's most important is that you stay on the list. The portion sizes we have in here are not really to be too worried about unless you're trying to lose weight. If you see up here, what you really want to prioritize is organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, or wild animal products. So you have most of your proteins here. There's really not too much that we're leaving out, but what you want to focus on is a little bit less of the foods that might get you some parasites, like some of the fishes, or might give you some heavy metal poisoning, like some of the bigger fishes. So we're looking at sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. You're looking for safe catch tuna, best you can. Get something that has a lower mercury rating. Aside from that, it's pretty run-of-the-mill. When it comes to your fats, just stay away from seed oil, stay away from vegetable oils, canola oils, things like that. When it comes to your carbs, when it comes to things that are high in lectin, which is a chemical that plants give off to defend themselves, which can cause inflammation in us, I want you to pressure cook as much as you can. So I put in here, it's probably a little bit redundant, but your beans, your rice, your potatoes, you really want to pressure cook those because those lectins can cause a lot of inflammation in certain people. Aside from that, when it comes to your fruits, you're just eating a little bit less sweet fruits and no dried fruits. Throughout this entire diet, you're going to aim for no sugar for 4 weeks, so no processed sugar. And as much as you can, try to avoid even maple syrup, honey. So if you are doing a flush once a week and you're not even eating sugar and you're exercising, you're going to get rid of a lot of parasites. So I recommend not eating sugar for the entire cleanse. But fruit is okay. But again, less of the sweet fruits like your bananas, no dried fruit, no dates, no dried mango, raisins. They're just very sweet and don't have the same nutritional value. When it comes to vegetables, you're good to go on most vegetables. I just gave you a good list here. We left out some of the vegetables that may have more lectins in it and some of them that are more sugary, but not a big deal if you dip into some of those, but just in general, trying to stick on this list would be good. Onions and garlic can be very medicinal, but they can also slow down your system a little bit, so use a little bit less. Sauerkraut, miso paste, pickles, things that have good fermentation in them and good probiotics in them, highly recommend. And then the portion guidelines, again, this is more for people who are just trying to lose weight. It's just a system that I've used with people in the past for weight loss, works really well, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, having guidelines for your food combining, which would be your protein, carb, and veggies for breakfast and lunch. And then dinner time, flip that around and get rid of your carb and add your fat. Some people like to turn that on its head and do the fat in the morning. There are benefits to both. And then try not to snack in between, having protein shakes instead. So I would look either for collagen protein, organic grass-fed whey protein, or an organic pea protein. And if you're going to snack in between, you can get some coconut chips, something along those lines, maybe some fruit. But I would try to keep it light as far as snacking in between meals go, regardless of whether you're trying to lose weight or not. That's just a good idea. And then when it comes to things like condiments, just be careful. A lot of them have a lot of sugar in them, high fructose corn syrup, red dyes, things like that. So try to stick with things that have lower calories and are more organic. That would be the best thing to do. Again, coffee's okay, but try to lay off too much caffeine for the remainder of the 4 weeks. That's it. See you in the next lesson.